Hello, folks. This is Jacob Harkey. It is Wednesday, March 13th, 2024, and I am approaching the federal building in Los Angeles on Wilshire Boulevard. Now, before I get into why I'm here in front of this building and why I'm protesting today, I do want to take a moment to provide a little bit of closure about what was going on yesterday at the courthouse for those of you who are following along with that. So for those who are following along, our friend Danny was arrested over the weekend and had a court date scheduled for yesterday. I was there in the morning, as well as Danny's mother, his fiancée Leah, who can be found at Support of Leah, and then another of our friends, Solomon. DOA was also outside, and then Sassafras 0808 came to join the party as well. I shouldn't say party, but it was great to see how many members of the community came out to support one who had been unjustly arrested. Well, while I was there, the charges were dropped from a felony to a misdemeanor. And after I had to leave, we received updates later in the day from folks like Aaron from Growing Up in Scientology, who chatted a bit with Leah, that all charges were dropped and Danny is free. I did see that Leah was live just a moment ago. It looked like she was shopping for shoes, so feel free to go show her some love too. I know that it's been a long couple of days for Danny and Leah, I should say. But just wanted to start by providing a little bit of closure on that situation. Why I'm here today, though. Oh, Granny T reminds me, Mindy was there all day too. That's right. I think she was leaving I was leaving as she was getting there. But that's awesome. It's great to see how many folks from the community came out to support. Now today, I am approaching, as I said, the federal building on Wilshire Boulevard. Now, the reason that we're here today, I'm going to be standing in solidarity with other activists who are rallying for Palestine. And before I walk over and join the crowd, I want to just take a moment to do what I've done before attending protests of a similar nature, is just take a moment to clarify and flesh out why we are here, and maybe answer some questions that I expect may be frequently asked. First off, we are here to rally for the liberation of the Palestinian people, and we are here combating and standing against Zionism. Now, Zionism, as I have explained before, is the belief that the land between the Mediterranean Sea and the Jordan River, which is now commonly referred to throughout the world as Israel, belongs exclusively to Jewish people and should be inhabited exclusively by Jewish people. Now, before 1948, that land was known as Palestine, and it was a predominantly Arab state. The goals of Zionism cannot be achieved without either the mass relocation of the Palestinian people, the mass imprisonment of the Palestinian people, or the mass execution of the Palestinian people. And Free Palestine. Understanding this, we must stand against Zionism in order to call for the peace and protection of the Palestinian people. A myth that I want to address really quick is the notion that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism, and that any criticism of the state of Israel is inherently anti-Semitic. I would definitely push back against this, because I would not equate Zionism with Judaism. I think that the Jewish people have historically faced horrible oppression, and I believe that safety for Jewish people worldwide is important and should be supported. However, the state of Israel, in its pursuit of achieving the goals of Zionism, is, in my view, committing genocide against Palestinian people. And I can't pretend that this fight has nothing to do with me, that this conflict has nothing to do with me. Because as a US citizen who pays taxes to the US government, the US government has been funding Israel since its creation in 1948. And support for the Israeli government, it hasn't subsided in the last several months. as this genocide has become much more apparent. Now, that's why I'm here. That's what we're rallying for today. The next thing that I want to address is the chat. So first off, huge thank you to my moderators who are here. I see that Lexi is in here. It's good to see you in here, Lexi. I'll go ahead and pin the rules for just a moment so that you all can see them up here. And I want to remind you all that I may not be able for the entirety of the stream to be paying close attention to the chat while also paying attention to my surroundings and making sure that I am safe where I am. I would like to keep the chat open, but keeping the chat open will require that folks are civil and respectful in the chat. If you have a question or if you do not see eye to eye with me and you are interested in understanding my perspective and understanding where I'm coming from, feel free to type your questions civilly and respectfully, and I will do my best to answer respectfully. Now, if at some point during the day I feel that it would be best for my safety or for the safety of folks around me to turn the chat off, that may happen. If I abruptly end the stream, I may need to do that. I may find that that's in the best interest of folks who are around. But I want to acknowledge for you all really quick. And Lexi Evans also adds in there, type question or comment at the beginning so Jacob can see them easier. That would be amazing. That would definitely be very helpful. But without further ado, I would say that I'm ready to go ahead and walk up. I can see that a handful of folks are already here, which I love to see. Hello. I love the sign. Free Palestine. Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera view that you all can see so that you all can see what I am seeing. All right. And here we are in front of the Federal Building on Wilshire Boulevard. I'm seeing lots of great signs. Seeing hands off Rafah, ceasefire now, free Palestine, stand with Palestine, end the occupation now. Love to see it. There's a speech going on.
Politicians all across the state to not just hold them accountable for being genocide supporters, but for the damage and the moral bankruptcy they have and the damage they've done to destroy the lives of the working class in this country as well. For example, for far too long, Zionists in California in particular have benefited from stolen Palestinian land and food and have built million-dollar corporations to sneak their products into our Arab and Mediterranean stores. This is what Iranian Zionist brand Sadaf Foods is doing. This is exactly why USPCN is currently leading the Boycott Sadaf campaign in order to expose these Zionists and every single business like them who hide among us and do not show who they really are. They market dates during Ramadan, like right now, while they donate money to the IOF. So please follow at Boycott Sadaf on Instagram to get involved in the many actions that we'll be doing during Ramadan as well. So I ask every single one of you here, you know, if you're not involved in an organization by now, you should be. Because although we're all very strong in an individual manner, this moment where we resist genocide requires that we band together, that we build institutions by the people for the people. In order for Palestine to be liberated, we must do our part to weaken the U.S. empire from the inside, while our people back home carry out the sacred liberation struggle. One day, Zionism will turn to dust, and we will shape from it a free world, a free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Intifada! 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 Woo!
regime that violates religious laws. Every single year since the occupation, not just since October 7th, the Zionist occupation has attacked, killed, and blockaded Palestinian worshippers from entering Al-Aqsa Mosque to pray. And this year is no different. The occupation continues to starve, brutalize, and murder the Palestinians. But this time, unlike every other year before October 7th, the whole world sees the truth. That Israel is a terrorist state since its foundation, and the U.S. is just as guilty of genocide and ethnic cleansing as they are. And just as we've been doing for decades, the Palestinians all across the world will continue to resist and demand our liberation. And whether we're fasting or not, we will not stop. And we will continue to be joined by millions of other people across the country who share our struggle for liberation and will resist with us side by side. We cannot do this alone, as some of these incredible speakers mentioned before. We have to continue to organize. We have to stay united through principle and through action, just like our resistance fighters in Palestine. Is that right? So to echo some of the demands that Salim brought up, we collectively demand an immediate and permanent ceasefire that ends all U.S. aid to the Zionist state, ends to the occupation and to the siege on Gaza, free all Palestinian political prisoners, and through our sheer willpower and steadfastness, our demands will be met and Palestine will be free from the river to the sea. Thank you guys, let's shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Zionism in this town.
People to get as loud as possible so we can make our demands very loud and very clear. Are y'all tired?
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. How many kids have they killed today? Israel bombs USA Day. How many kids have they killed today? There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Say it clear, say it loud. You make us proud. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Break the chains and let them fall. Free the people, free the land. No peace on stolen land. Free the people, free the land. Is our demand. We want justice, you say how? End the siege on Gaza now. We want justice, you say how? Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Education. Occupation. Education. Not for wars and occupation. Biden, Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Thank you. Biden, Biden, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Israel, Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Israel, Israel, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Biden, Biden, you're a liar. We demand a ceasefire. Biden, Biden, you're a liar. We demand a ceasefire. Not another dime. No more money for Israel's crimes. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crimes. Not another penny, not another dollar. No more money for Israel's slaughter. Not another penny, not another dollar. No more money for Israel's slaughter. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. We want justice, you say how? End the siege on Gaza now. We want justice, you say how? Gaza now. We want justice, you say how?
End the siege on Gaza now.
End the siege on Gaza now. We want justice, you say how? Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada.
Long live Intifada!
Long live intifada.
Intifada!
Intifada, intifada.
Long live Intifada!
Long live intifada.
Hurrah! Bedtime! Naftig Appleseed! Hurrah! Bedtime! Naftig Appleseed! There is only one solution!
There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada. Long live the intifada. Intifada, intifada. Long live the intifada. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. We want justice, you say how? Lift the siege on Gaza now. We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now. We want justice, you say how? End the occupation now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free the people, free them all. Break the chains and let them fall. Free the people, free them all. Break the chains and let them fall. Free the people, free the land. Justice is our demand. We want justice, you say how? We demand ceasefire now. We want justice, you say how? Hands off Gaza now. Hands off Gaza now. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada. Long live the intifada. Intifada, intifada. Long live the intifada. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now. We want justice, you say how? Hands off Yemen now. Yemen, Yemen, make us proud. Turn another ship around. Yemen, Yemen, make us proud. Turn another ship around. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
And we know that our youth are the future of our liberation.
Woo! down with occupation. USA pays. How many kids have you killed today? Biden, Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Biden, Biden, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. Palestine will never die. Resistance is justified when people are colonized. There is only one solution: Intifada revolution. Palestine is our demand. No peace on stolen land. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Break the chains and let them fall. Intifada, Intifada. Long live the Intifada. Colonizers, we don't need them. What we want is total freedom. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Israel, Israel, you shall see. Palestine will be free. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a racist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up the prison doors. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a racist state. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Shut it down, shut it down. No Zionism in this town. We demand full liberation. Not another penny, not another dollar. How more money for Israel's slaughter? Remember, genocide this November. Biden, Biden, shame on you. Wake up, Sleepy Joe. Genocide has got to go. Biden, Biden, you're a liar. We demand a ceasefire. You will never fall. Gaza, rise up. Never fall. We want justice, you say. How? End the siege on Gaza now. We want justice, you say. How? End the occupation now. want justice, you say how? We demand ceasefire now. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Turn another ship around. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Ceasefire, ceasefire. We demand a ceasefire. Ceasefire, ceasefire. We demand a ceasefire. Wake up, sleepy Joe. Genocide has got to go. Biden, shame on you. Biden, shame on you. Biden, you're a liar. We demand a ceasefire. Not another dollar. No more money for Israel slaughter. Shut it down, shut it down. No Zionism in this town. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Israel is a racist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a racist state. Israel, you shall see. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Colonizers, we don't need them. What we want is total freedom. Colonizers, we don't need them. What we want is total freedom. Wake up, Sleepy Joe. Genocide has got to go. Intifada, Intifada. Long live the Intifada. Wall by wall. Break those chains and let them fall. Brick by brick. peace on stolen land. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Resistance is justified when people are colonized. Resistance is justified when people are colonized. Gaza, Gaza. Palestine will never die. Biden, Biden, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Biden, Biden, we charge you with genocide. Biden, Biden, we charge you with genocide. Ali, 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 Ali. Ali, Ali, Torah, Ali. Ali, 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 Ali. Ali, Ali, Torah, Ali. Israel bombs, USA pays. How many kids have you killed today? Up with liberation. Down, down with occupation. Up with liberation. Down, down with occupation. Up with Palestine. Down, down with genocide. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Up with liberation. Down, down with occupation. USA pays. How many kids have you killed today? Biden, Biden, what do you say? How many kids have you killed today? Biden, Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. You will rise. Palestine will never die. Resistance is justified when people are colonized. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Palestine is our demand. No peace on stolen land. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Break the chains and let them fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Break the chains and let them fall. Intifada, intifada. Long live the intifada. Alia, 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 alia. Colonizers, we don't need them. All we want is total freedom. Colonizers, we don't need them. What we want is total freedom.
Give it up for the future generation of our liberation! The liberation generation! Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free
no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state.
Free the people, free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
Justice is our demand.
Justice is our demand.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine, Arabia.
There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada. Long live intifada. From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Israel bombs, USA pays.
Israel bombs, USA pays.
How many kids have you killed today?
How many kids have you killed today?
Israel bombs, USA pays.
Israel bombs, USA pays.
How many kids have you killed today?
How many kids have you killed today?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a racist state.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be
I
free.
need to hear every single one of you. Your voices must be gone by the end of this, okay? Inshallah. Ready? Free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Biden, you can't hide. We argue with genocide. Israel, you will learn. By the millions will return. Now, shut it down. Shut it down. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crimes. Israel bombs, USA pays. How many kids have you killed today? Israel bombs, USA pays. How many kids have you killed today? From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine, Arabia. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Israel bombs, USA pays. How many kids have they killed today? Israel bombs, Biden pays. How many kids have they killed today? Free the people, free the land. No peace on stolen land. Free, free, free Palestine.
Everyone use their megaphones. Everyone use their voices. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Break the chains and let them fall.
Break the chains and let them fall.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Colonizers, we don't need them.
Colonizers, we don't need them.
All we want is total freedom.
All we want is total freedom. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crimes. Israel, Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Millions will return.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Break the chains and let them fall. Justice
Do we want it?
now.
What do we want?
Justice
Do we want it?
now.
We don't get it.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. We want justice, you say how? And the season doesn't now. We want justice, you say how? And the season doesn't now. Shut it down. No Zionism in this town. Shut it down. No Zionism in this town. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Palestine, business as usual. No business as usual. No business as usual. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Now. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. No Zionism in this town. No Zionism in this town. Shut it down. No Zionism in this town. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. killed today. Israel bombs Biden pigs. How many kids have they killed today? Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crimes. Not another penny, not another dollar. No more money for Israel's slaughter. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. We will honor all our martyrs. All our children, sons and daughters. We will honor all our martyrs. All our parents, mothers, fathers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Shut it down. No Zionism in this town. Shut it down. No Zionism in this town. Free Palestine. Occupation. Free Palestine. End the occupation. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution.
We shut down the federal folks who would like to break their fast, or if you're not fasting, if you would like to eat with us from the food truck, please stick around, y'all. I want to welcome up someone to do the call to prayer, inshallah, the adhan in 1 minute. Inshallah. We also have water and dates by the light over there for folks who would like to break their fast at 8 p.m. 7. It's too early. It's too early. Yes, the food trucks are down veteran, but there's dates and waters by the light right there.
Dangerman 5, to answer your comment really quick, no, I am not fasting. I am not a particularly religious person myself, but I am standing here in solidarity with folks who are.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Sorry.
أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله We'll be holding the prayer on the corner there on the sidewalk.
Thank you all, everyone. Again, the prayer's over there on the sidewalk, and there's water and dates, and we're passing around water as well.
All right, folks, I am going to step out of the street and then sorry. And then I'll have a little debrief with y'all. I'll go ahead and switch my camera view so that y'all can see me again. Hey, everybody. Just a moment as I step back onto the sidewalk, and then I'll step just a little bit off to the side so that I can give some other folks their privacy while I speak to y'all for a moment. Why don't I go ahead and have a seat at the bus stop right here. Before I get into anything else, I do want to acknowledge that I'm feeling great right now. It's always, especially living in a nation that gives so much support to the state of Israel and where the Zionist narrative is so dominant in mainstream media, it's really refreshing to be surrounded by other folks who are like-minded, who are committed to confronting Zionism and standing for the liberation of the Palestinian people. I definitely feel recharged. That was great. All right. Now what I'm going to do, there's a few things that I saw come up in the chat that I didn't feel that I could adequately address while I was in the middle of the protest, but I want to talk about some of them for a moment. First, I see Jeffrey Bourne now says, Jacob, who organized this demonstration? It was heavily promoted by the Palestinian youth movement, and specifically the Los Angeles, Orange County, and Inland Empire chapter. And I found out about this because I follow them on Instagram, and their Instagram is PYMLAOCIE. I'm not certain if they were the primary organization behind organizing this protest. I also saw lots of flags or signs here for the Party for Socialism and Liberation. So I know that that organization showed up in big numbers too. So that's the best answer I can give you to that one. Now, another thing that I wanted to chat about. I saw some comments in the chat, particularly toward the beginning of the stream, who were making Zionist comments and who were showing support for Israel. So, go ahead and walk just a little bit further down the street for a moment. I've been thinking a lot over the last few weeks about how to best approach the topic of what topics should and shouldn't be allowed in the chat during this kind of a protest. I saw someone, I can't remember who, say toward the beginning of the stream, that if you stand against racism, you shouldn't be allowing Zionism in here. And it's a comment that actually resonates with me, and I actually can't say that I disagree with, because as I explained at the beginning of the stream, the goals of Zionism cannot be achieved without either the mass imprisonment of the Palestinian people, the mass relocation of the Palestinian people, or the mass murder of the Palestinian people. In that sense, it's really not a stretch, I don't think, to say that Zionism is a racist ideology. So, by putting Zionist comments in the chat, I don't think it's a stretch to say that you're putting racist comments in the chat. Now, I still feel conflicted because I would like for this channel to be a place where people can learn things, or maybe people can become educated about things that they weren't knowledgeable about previously. And I know that since the beginning of October, there are many folks in the US and abroad who didn't know much, who just weren't knowledgeable about the Israel-Palestine conflict at all prior to early October of 2023. And perhaps they even felt that it was important to stand with Israel. Since the beginning of October, I know that many more people have become educated about the reality of what Zionism is and what the state of Israel stands for and aims to do. But there are still people who have yet to learn. And if I can use this channel to give those people an opportunity to learn, I would love to be able to do that. That said, I understand that I'm not drawing a very clear line about what is allowed and what isn't, and that's because it's something that I'm still thinking about and still trying to make a decision on. And I'm certainly open to input from my mods, and I'm also open to input from the community at large if this is something that you have feedback on. And I saw that some folks in the chat were comparing or talking about the fact that I protest against Scientology and I also protest against Zionism, and that not everybody who agrees with me about Scientology necessarily agrees with me about Zionism. And I'm thinking about how best to communicate my thinking on this subject, because my beef when it comes to Scientology is not with individual Scientologists, individual parishioners who are being subject to psychological torture by the Church of Scientology, being brainwashed by them, being forced to hand over money and disconnect from family members. My beef is not with them. My beef is with David Miscavige and leadership of the Church of Scientology. And in fact, I've been to protests before where there were independent Scientology protesters or independent Scientologists protesting alongside us. When we were protesting against David Miscavige's speech at the Shrine Auditorium, there were folks walking around holding a sign that said, "Restore Scientology." Now, I'm not a Scientologist. I don't believe in Scientology, but they did. That said, they were still standing against the Church of Scientology, standing against the abuses of the Church of Scientology. So I have no beef with them. So here's where I'm conflicted. If people hold Zionist views and you want to understand my perspective and you have questions for me that you would like me to answer, I'm happy to engage with your questions as best I can, as long as they are asked civilly and respectfully. Now, if you are, there has to be a certain line. Blatant racism, blatant calling for genocide, obviously it's not going to be okay, and comments like that will get you banned. But I'm still conflicted about where to draw the line about what is allowed. Should I ban Zionism entirely during these streams because Zionism is a racist ideology? Or should I give Zionists an opportunity to be in here, behave civilly, and maybe learn something? So those are my thoughts. Those are some of my thoughts about things that I was seeing in the chat, come through the chat while I was streaming. And if it's something that folks in the chat have opinions out, or if folks who are watching this on the replay have comments about that they want to bring up, I want you to feel free to let me know. Bill Marchetto says there is freedom of the speech in the USA. All views and comments should be welcomed, positive and negative comments. Thank you for the chat. Now, freedom of speech in the USA really refers to the rights that people have not to be censored by the government. Being in the chat in my live stream is not the government. You're free to say what you want to say anywhere on the internet. We don't have to hold you to the same, we don't have to set the same standard here. We can set rules in here, and that's why we put rules up from time to time. Thank you to my mods who regularly do that. And no racism, no homophobia, no transphobia, none of that. So that's not going against your freedom of speech as guaranteed by the Bill of Rights. That's going against the rules, that's talking about the rules in this chat. So I did want to make that delineation real quick. Dangerman5 says, you shouldn't talk about anti-Scientology at all during your pro-Palestinian streams, different subjects. I mean, I hope that you understand how the connection that I was trying to make there. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. For the most part, I try to keep close to the subject at hand, and I will be likely wrapping this stream up before too long. But just wanted to have a little bit of a debrief with you all and check in and let you all know what I'm thinking. Moderators, I'll be reaching out to all of you soon too to hopefully chat some more about the best way to handle and set rules and expectations and what is allowed in a chat during an anti-Zionist protest. Reese says, I'm glad to hear you say this, Jacob, as it's something that makes me uncomfortable in both your and Street's pro-Palestinian lives. I don't want to see Zionists, but you're right about informing. Yeah, thank you for the chat. I appreciate it. Mixmandy McGee says, I met with an indie Scientologist too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't hold the same beliefs as them, but they're not bad people. In my experience, they have not been bad people. All right, continuing to scroll through the chat. There's there's any other folks. Mixed Mandy McGee says, I say, if they are not being awful, then it is fine. So I agree with you. It is a little hard to define exactly what that means, but I appreciate I appreciate mods for using your best judgment to help keep the chat a safe and respectful place. And I will say really quick, everyone else in the chat, please give the mods some grace, especially in these streams. What they're doing is not easy. They may have to make judgment calls that are not obvious, and they're doing their best, and I really appreciate what they're doing. Give the mods some grace, please. Sassafras 0808 is here, and she says, in brief, explain, I think you're asking me to explain what Zionism is, please. Sure. Yeah, so I did this at the beginning of the stream, but for folks who may have come in a little bit late, who are not certain of what I'm talking about, I can explain that again. So Zionism refers to the belief that all of the land between the Mediterranean Sea and the Jordan River, which is currently commonly recognized as Israel, belongs exclusively to Jewish people and should be inhabited exclusively by Jewish people. Now, prior to 1948, that land was known as Palestine, and it was a predominantly Arab state. Since 1948, the Zionist entity, the state of Israel, with lots of backing financially and militarily from the United States, has been removing Palestinians from their homes and killing them and stripping them of their rights. The goals of Zionism cannot be accomplished without either the mass relocation of the Palestinian people, the mass imprisonment of the Palestinian people, or the mass murder of the Palestinian people. And all of those are things that we are seeing. Like I said, 1948, that was the year of the Nakba. If you're unfamiliar with that, I would encourage you to look it up. Nakba is N-A-K-B-A. It's catastrophe in Arabic, and that refers to when hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were forcibly removed from their homes and confined to primarily the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. And the Gaza Strip and the West Bank, those are Palestinian territories that are still occupied by Israel. And Gaza specifically has been under a full land, air, and sea blockade since the mid-2000s. In, I believe it was 2006, Israel bombed Gaza's last airport, and Israel now has full control over everything and everyone who goes into or out of Gaza. So it's not a stretch to call Gaza an open-air concentration camp. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand what Zionism is and why, as a citizen of the U.S., whose tax dollars go toward funding Israel in their pursuit of achieving the goals of Zionism, I feel it is important to stand out against Zionism, to continue to call for a ceasefire, an immediate and permanent ceasefire, and an end to the siege on Gaza, and an end to U.S. aid to Israel. In addition to protesting, I also encourage folks to reach out to your representatives and senators in Congress and let them know how you feel. Kyle M. says, from the river to the sea is incredibly racist, so make sure that goes both ways. No, I'm going to disagree with this comment. The phrase that you're referring to, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, is not racist. It is a call for decolonization. Now, there is a resolution that was recently passed by the House of Representatives which agrees with what you're saying. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was HRes 894. I may be off. I'm not 100% sure that was the right number. But it was a recent bill or a recent resolution that came through the House of Representatives which states that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism, and it condemns the phrase beginning with from the river to the sea. Now this resolution passed the House of Representatives, which I thought was very shameful. That was a real shame to see. I completely reject the notion that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. because I believe that Zionism is not Judaism. I believe that the Jewish people worldwide should be protected. They have been subjected to horrible oppression, and that must stop everywhere. But the solution is not the creation of a Jewish ethno-state at the expense of the lives of the Arab natives. So From the River to the Sea is a call for decolonization. It's a call from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, yearns for a return to what that land was prior to 1948, which is a secular state. A state that does not prioritize people of one race over people of another. I hope that makes sense. Explain Zionist for my young son to understand. Yeah, I hope the explanation I just gave made some sense there. And I appreciate those of you in the chat who are helping clarify that From the River to the Sea is not racist. All right. I am going to go ahead and wrap up here. One thing that I don't think I mentioned on this stream, today, March 13th, is L. Ron Hubbard's 113th birthday. So I have no doubt that some of my fellow anti-Scientology protesters will be living it up tonight. I see Dustin Fountain Avenue says, I just got home from the L. Ron birthday celebration at Flag. I was with Lori Plays, Farrell Cheryl, Spit, and Danny Masterson, aka A. Ron with a wig and in an orange jumpsuit. Had a great time. I'm glad to hear that you had a great time. Were you streaming? If so, I'll have to check out your channel. And hopefully I will be joining up with some fellow anti-Scientology protesters to do something similar real soon. Mixed Mandy McGee says, I had a talk with a Scientologist earlier today at my protest. It was kind of crazy. We will have to chat about that soon. I'm very curious to hear about how that went. Dustin Fountain Avenue says, yes, so that means I will be hopping off here and then maybe hopping on over to Dustin Fountain Avenue's channel so that I can check out his coverage of the L. Ron Hubbard birthday event at Scientology Spiritual Headquarters in Clearwater, Florida. All right, folks. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who was sending messages of solidarity during the protest. Thank you to those of you who weighed in and gave input when I welcomed it after the protest. And I will see you all very soon. Stay safe, everybody.